it's your girl, Beauty87 here. And today I figured I'd share with y'all some of the stuff I'm trying to project pan and some of the stuff I have just about finished project panning. If you saw my current favorites video, then you saw a couple of these things in here. I think you saw like 2 of these things in here, but the rest of them you haven't seen. So I'll go ahead and show you what I have project panned for the most part, and then I'll show y'all. I got a whole box here of stuff I'm trying to project pan completely in 2021. So let's get started. So my Tatcha, the liquids, the silk canvas, I have had this for like 2 years now, and you're only supposed to have it for 6 months. So I feel like the formula has been the same though, and it still performs great on my face. Like I've been using it up to the point where I have pretty much hit pan on it. I got like, I feel like maybe 3 more uses out of this because you're supposed to use a dime size amount. So it might be more than 3 uses. I don't know. But I'm scraping all this out. This is $52, honey, and we using it all. And I already have a backup prepared of this. So I'm happy that I have finally panned one. Now I got to move on to the liquid when I have it home. Because I'm hoping by the April sale, I'll be low enough to where I can get another one. Because that is one of my all-time favorite primers. Like, I use other primers because, you know, I own them and bought them for reviews. But if I had to just pick, like, maybe 5 primers, this would definitely be, like, #1. Like, this would be the first one I picked before anything else. Probably the liquid version over that one, but they both perform the same. So, I have a baby Tatcha the silk canvas as well. I originally had this one over here till they came out with the liquid one. Then I brought this to my grandmother's house and brought my backup of this to my grandmother's house. And then I already had this little baby travel size one, which I, in retrospect, probably should have kept at home to put as a, you know, for when I go on vacation to have a primer. But, you know, it's fine. And I have panned this one as well. So I don't play about my Tatcha silk canvas, as you can see. I know a lot of people prefer the e.l.f. one. I actually don't like it. I don't think it feels the same in my personal opinion. And if I remember correctly, I think Andrea Renee said it didn't feel the same to her either. But yeah, this one is my all-time favorite. And as you can see, I have panned every one you have seen, except for the new one, which obviously you've not seen. So next I have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Primer Water 3-in-1 in coconut. Yeah, as you can hear, it hardly has anything left in it. I think I might have maybe 1 or 2 more uses in this, and then it should be done. So I have pretty much panned that. Same with this. This is the Blurring Primer Serum from e.l.f. It's supposed to be a dupe to the Versali Skin Tone Blur, and I buy this over that any day now. I have a Versali Skin Tone Blur at home, but this one is almost used up because I use this at my grandmother's house quite a lot. If you can see down in there, I think it might be like maybe 2 more uses in there. The only thing is this gets stuck in the stopper just like that one does. So I'm thinking it has something to do with the formula. It then makes that disgusting noise. Like that noise just irritates me so bad. And then it's like crusty all around there. But it does, those are the same things that happen with the Versali one. So that says to me like the formula has to be close enough. But yeah, I pretty much used all of this stuff up. I love this, and I'm happy to say I've hit pan on a couple of primers because I'm like, I have all this stuff and I've had it like, I feel like for years, and it's like I'm finally getting around to like finishing stuff up, and I'm proud of myself. So I felt the need to share. Okay, so next I have this setting spray. Now I use up setting sprays pretty frequently because y'all know I set my face after I put on my setting powder. Then I set my face again after I put on my blush, my bronzer, my highlighter. Then I set my face again after I do my finishing spray. So I set my face at least like 3 times, and I use 2 different setting sprays. So that's why I go through setting sprays pretty quickly. But this is the e.l.f. Beauty Shield Antioxidant Enriching Skin Protector. It's supposed to be part of their Daily Defense line. This is the makeup mist. I actually have another backup of this because this used to be the spray I would use the most to set my face with. Now I have quite a bit other sprays over there because we tried the Huda one this year. We tried the Milk one. We tried the Hourglass, and we tried the Makeup Forever one, along with the like 2 or 3 drugstore ones I tried. So I tried the L'Oreal one, then I tried the e.l.f. one, then I tried the Maybelline Glass one. So it's like I've tried quite a few setting sprays this year, and I think I tried the Morphe Mattifying one this year or something. So I got some setting sprays I'm trying to finish up as well, but you'll see those later on in the video. This one is pretty much finished. Like, listen, I think it has like 2 more uses in it. Probably then will be done too. So I want to start off with the stuff that I have damn near guaranteed finish off with, that I'm proud of. So that's why I'm showing those first. Let's see. Now this concealer I've had for a little while as well. And they're actually getting rid of this line, I'm told, the Full Spectrum by CoverGirl, because this was the line was supposed to be geared toward African Americans. But after they had the Queen collection, they should have just kept with the Queen collection instead of like trying to branch off and do a whole nother thing, because people weren't really as receptive to it. But, you know, This is a good concealer. I forgot the name of it. I mean, the color of it, because they don't have a sticker on the bottom or one on the top like other brands do, which I thought was weird, because I'm like, it doesn't say anywhere on here what this color is. So if I want to go buy this color again, how am I supposed to know what color it is? I'm supposed to take the bottle in the store with me and possibly have them accuse me of stealing because I brought my own bottle to see what color it is because you was too lazy to put a sticker on the bottom of it, because stuff like that happens. Like, I had experience when I went to CVS on 103rd and Pulaski here in Chicago, and the guy tried to accuse me of stealing. He had asked one of his coworkers, he's like, was that the one you saying looked like stealing? He was like, I'm not, I heard them whispering. He's like, I'm not sure. She's like, she looks like her. You know, that fit the description thing. All you black women know what I'm talking about. But like, so, and black men, honey. So anyway, I was, last thing I need to do was go in the store with something like this in there, and then the dude's already whispering to his coworker about he's not sure if I stole or not. So then the guy's like, if you're not buying, then you have to leave. Like, says who? And the sad part is he was my color, and then he was darker than I was, and he up here telling me I need to leave if I'm not buying anything. You don't know if I'm buying or not. I have the right to look just like everybody else. Y'all, it just blew me. But he ended up getting fired because I guess he tried that with somebody else or attacked somebody else, because one of my friends used to work there, he told me a whole situation about how they was getting sued because one of the employees, like, attacked a customer. I'm like, whoa, like, y'all need to calm down. CVS, calm down. But anyway, back to the concealer. But that's what I'm saying. Like, because of situations like that do happen, like I just said. And I'm supposed to go in the store with this in my hand, and then they try to accuse me of stealing it when I had to bring the bottle in because you were too lazy to put a sticker on the bottom of it. So it's like, I'm kind of glad that, you know, I already have one that I bought from an influencer. I think I bought both mine from an influencer. So then that way, like, I don't have to go in the store and worry about that. Because if I don't know what color this is, I'm not finna go through all that just to, you know, get accused of stealing. But the point is, I've almost used it all up after that long ass ramble for no reason. Well, there was a reason, but you know, this is the inside of it. I know you can't see through there, but I used up quite a bit of this. I like to use this one when I have foundations that I feel like or have weird red undertones or green undertones, to try to fix them and make it, you know, look closer to what I like, which is a golden undertone, which is what I have. So this is great for that. I have a backup of it, and then I have those elf like drops for the foundation if I, you know, already can tell in the bottle that the foundation is a color, because sometimes you put it on and you find out after the fact is that it wasn't with it, and this concealer can come through and save you, because the pigment drops obviously would need to be mixing with the foundation, and the foundation's already on your face. So stuff like that is helpful with your skin tone to brighten it up and give you that more effect. But next thing I have is my NARS Casino Bronzer. Now, I've had this bronzer for a while. I bought this because Jackie Anna was raving about it, and I had Maui Nights, because that's the first bronzer I ever bought, believe it or not, Maui Nights from Becca. I saw Jackie with it on in, like, one of her favorites videos or whatever, and I was like, ho, ma'am, what is this? What is this on your face? And then she pointed out there was this bronzer that she had on, and I was like, oh, okay, let me grab it. So then she talked about this bronzer after that one, because the first bronzer I think I bought was the Queen Collection one from, you know, CoverGirl, like I was just talking about. And I used that one up, and I ended up dropping on the floor, and then like the rest of it broke because the middle was gone. But she talked about this one, so I went ahead and bought it. But I bought this like a while ago. But since I have like black on bronzers, I've usually reached for those. But I finally hit pan on this, so I'm just trying to like basically finish it off. As you can see, I started off, so once it starts breaking around the edges toward the bottom or whatever, I'll throw it away then. But I have used up a whole bronzer, and I am proud of myself, so I want to show you all. The next one I have is this eyeshadow primer. Now, y'all know I love this eyeshadow primer, but unfortunately, I feel like they're discontinued because, like, I can't find it, like, anywhere. So I already found my alternative to it, so it's okay to finish this one off. It's only hardly any left anyway. I have to, like, you know how you have to squeeze it and then bend it at an angle so the rest of the product come out. We're at that point with this one, so it's like, as far as I'm concerned, this is pretty much finished up. I am going to finish it off, though, because, you know, this is still my favorite eye primer. I used a different one to do this eye look I have going on today, but I like this one, and I'm going to you know, continue finishing it till it's all gone. Only thing I haven't left in here, it's not that much. There's one thing that's still kind of halfway filled, but I just started trying to project pan it recently. But I figured since I'm doing this stuff, I literally am trying to project pan now, I would do that. So I have a couple of mascara samples. Now, this one I just opened recently. This is the It Lash Blowout Mascara. I did not like this when I tried it. I have to mix it with another mascara to make me like it. It's just okay. It's not exceptional or anything. Because I feel like when I put it on my lashes, it doesn't do anything. So I usually mix it with this sample of the Damn Girl mascara. I actually like this one. I don't like Better Than Sex because I feel like it always flakes off and you can see like spots underneath my eyes and things. So I don't like that one. Damn Girl one works better for me. So I mixed this one with this one. And since they're samples, I feel like it shouldn't take long to finish them up. Like I've been using this one quite longer than I've been using this one. So I'll probably have to mix this with another mascara after the fact. But I already have a mascara planned for it when I do run out of this. Because I feel like we're getting close on this one drying up and being done. So again, that's why I included it. But the other one I have is the CoverGirl Exhibitionist Uncensored Mascara. I don't like the wand on this, which is why I don't like it. I guess I can open up and show you the wand since, you know, I've already started using them. And we're going to pan it, hopefully by the end of this year. I doubt it, though, because y'all know I always forget to put on mascara. Like, I forgot to put it on right now. So maybe I'll put it on so you can see why I don't like it. I don't know. I guess it's because it's one of those rubber wands, and I don't like rubber wands. Plus, I don't feel like it does anything for my lashes. So this is what it looks like. I just don't feel like it does anything for me. So I will most likely mix it with this one. Sometimes I mix all three of them. I guess I'll just show you all the wands for these. What the hell? But yeah, there's nothing wrong with the wand of this. I just feel like the formula doesn't really do too much to my lashes to the point where I would buy the full size. So that's why I'm glad I got this. I think I got this as a 100-point perk at Sephora. And now I wish I hadn't wasted my 100 points. But, you know, it's better wasting 100 points than wasting, like, real money on this mascara and finding that it sucks. So that's why I'm fine with going ahead and taking the samples. But this is the Damn Girl one. It has that same wand that the, what is it? The Better Than Sex does. I just like the formula on this mascara better than Sex does. So the last thing I have in my little box is the Make It Last Matte Charcoal Setting Spray from Milani. Now, this is a nice setting spray. It's fine. It's just I have so many setting sprays, and I have ones I prefer over it. So it's just more of, since I have stuff I prefer over it, I'd rather just use that stuff than use, you know, this. So I'm like, once I use it up, I'm not going to buy it again just because I have, you know, more setting sprays, high-end setting sprays, all types of things of that nature to where I can, you know, just buy that. So why would I buy this when I already have 5 million setting sprays? Like, if y'all saw over there, like, I have a whole section with just like a thing that has nothing but setting sprays in it. And I'm like, I don't need that when I have all these other setting sprays. So I just need to use those up. So let's get into the box with all the products we're trying to use up in 2021. So I guess I'll start in the order I did before, but I don't have any primers in here. So I guess I'll just go for some, what do you call it? Foundations, concealers, highlighters, because I have liquid highlighter. Y'all know I like to put liquid highlighter in my foundation, but it's a brand of liquid highlighter that they don't sell in America anymore. I know it's Rimmel London, but they don't sell this particular thing. I don't know if they discontinued or not. This is the Soho Glow Good to Glow highlighter from Rimmel. I used to love to mix this in my foundation back in the day, but I stopped in videos because I found out they weren't selling it in Walmart anymore where I bought it from. So I went ahead and just, you know, didn't buy it anymore because I was like, didn't use it anymore. I still want to finish it up though, so I'll probably just use it in videos like this where I'm like talking and I don't really need to, because a lot of times I'm doing eyeshadow palette videos lately anyway, so I don't necessarily need to tell you what's on my face, so I can just mix this in with it and call it a day. So I'm going to try to use this up this year. I have like 2 or 3 of these because I really liked it to that point. So this is the one I have here, and then I have one in my house. So I'm like, when I run out of the one here, I might just bring the other one here and try to finish all of them up here as opposed to at home, even though I feel like it'll be better to use at home because, you know, I'm not, a lot of the time when I'm at home now, I'm not filming, so I just be doing my makeup for myself, and then I'll have to have anybody in the comment section ask me like what I have used and this and that. So that can work. I have the Hangover, what is it, 3-in-1 replenishing, priming, and setting spray. It's not I don't like this product, it's just more of, again, I have so many sprays and I don't really use this as a primer, and I have like a whole bunch of MAC Fix Plus I want to go through, so I'd rather just use that to finish off the powder on my face and stuff than this. So I'm going to use this to finish up for that, as well as this setting spray, as a priming spray, so that way I can use it up quicker like I was doing with the coconut one from Wet n Wild. So I will be trying to use this up this year. And I feel like it won't be hard because you got to think, you use it at the beginning and then I use it 2 more times after that. It'll probably go pretty quickly. So I'm figuring that'll go toward like the middle of the year. Probably by next summer I should be done with it, hopefully. Next thing I have a few foundations, believe it or not. And it's just more of, I have foundations that I don't necessarily like and I mix with other things. So I'm like, these are the foundations I just mix with stuff. So once I get done mixing them with other things, like I'll be done with them. and then I won't have to use them anymore. So I'm going to use those mainly like for when I'm filming, because again, since we're in quarantine, ain't nobody going nowhere. So it's not like I need to have perfect flawless makeup, and if it doesn't work out as well, the mask is covering the majority of my face, so it's not that big a deal. But anyway, I have the Candid Glow foundation from Revlon in the shade 510 Cappuccino. I didn't like this one because it's supposed to be more luminous finish, and obviously I have oily, acne prone skin, so luminous doesn't sound exciting to me as a general rule. There's a couple of luminous foundations that work out for me, like NARS Sheer Glow and Luminous Silk by Giorgio Armani, but as a general rule, stuff like this doesn't usually work for me. Oh, and Born to Glow by NYX, that's a really good foundation, even if you have oily skin as well. But you know, this one just didn't do it for me. I usually mix this in with the regular Candy foundation by Revlon though, so I'm probably just gonna mix in with that until I run out of it. I have a backup of the regular Candid at my house though, just because I like that one a lot. That's the only Revlon foundation I actually have found that I like. I've never tried Color Stay though, so I don't know. But I heard that one broke people out sometimes, so I didn't want to risk it. So I was like, I'm just not gonna try it. But this one I tried. You all seem to like the video. I just didn't like this product, so it will be. I will be trying to pan it next year. And believe it or not, like I actually have some high-end foundations in here, and I have an even amount. So I have 3 drugstore foundations, 3 high-end foundations that I wasn't impressed with. Now, I know a lot of people like this foundation, but I just didn't like it on its own. But again, I did buy the wrong shade, so that could be it. And I like preferred mixing with this other foundation I'm about to show you. So I'm going to try to pan both of these, or at least get as far as through them as I can. This is the Screen Queen foundation from Milani. Is in the shade Natural Toffee 500. And then I have the shade 125 Cappuccino in the Age Perfect Radiant Serum foundation. I don't necessarily like this on its own because of the sheer coverage of it, because it's obviously a serum foundation. I like the full coverage of this one. It's just more of, I don't like the color, but again, I bought the wrong color. Andrea Renee said we were, I think, $490 or $480 instead of $500. And when I went to get my right shade, since they're not taking shades back anyway, they didn't have it. So I was like, I'll just mix these two together, and it gives a great finish. But you know, like, who wants to have to constantly mix foundations together in order to get something that they like? But I have plenty of stuff over there in the drawer that I actually like that I don't have to mix together. So I'm just trying to finish these off, and then, you know, not purchase them again. But this is a nice foundation on its own, don't get me wrong. It's just I have the wrong shade, so I have to mix it with this one. If I didn't, I would probably, you know, just try to use this one up and mix it with another full coverage foundation, because this is a light to medium coverage, and it does give good medium coverage. But with this one, I feel like it just gives an even better natural finish than it does by itself. So mixing them together to get rid of them next year. And then I have the Lip Bar Fast Face Skin Serum Foundation with hyaluronic acid and Irish moss extract. I have the shade 4.03 if anyone's curious. I'm not really a fan of this foundation, but again, I just said I don't like light coverage foundations, and this is a serum foundation, so this coverage is not for me. This is not my type of foundation. It's not that it's a bad product, but I'm not a light coverage girl, so it just ain't working. But however, I like to mix the Smashbox Skin Studio Full Coverage 24-Hour Foundation with this, and I wear the shade 4.25 if anyone's curious. I like to mix these two together, and I get the full coverage that I want out of this one. But this one looks really textured on your skin if you use it by itself. So the serum foundation kind of smooths it out and gives you the hydration you need. So I like to mix both these together, and it gives a gorgeous finish. So I'm sure I can use this one up, because as you can see, I've used quite a bit already. Because when I first tried, I had to press it up a lot in order to get any out. And then when I tried to mix it with this foundation, I liked it. And there's another foundation I like to mix it with too, so I'll show that one in a second. But personally, this one on its own I don't like, because, like I said, it shows a lot of texture on your skin, but it gives good coverage. And then this one I don't like on its own because it doesn't give the coverage. So that's why I have to combine them in order to get the look that I like. Another one I like to mix it with is the Bite Beauty Game Changer Supercharged Micellar Foundation. I remember Mel Thompson was talking about how this broke her out after I had already ordered, so I was kind of freaking out, like, oh God, I hope it doesn't break me out. Thank God it didn't, but I just think this is a mediocre foundation on its own for what they're charging. I believe this is $39.50, and I thought that was kind of high considering I don't think the foundation's that great. Don't quote me on $39.50 though. It might be $34.50. I knew it was 30-something 50 because I thought it was weird there was 50 cents on the end of it, but I was like, whatever, okay, this random Walmart-like pricing. But anyway, this foundation I think is like 30% off right now. It was 50% off before, I think. Don't quote me, but It's an okay foundation. It's just not anything exceptional that I would use on its own. But again, I like to mix it in with this foundation because this one just looks mediocre on the skin on its own. But when you add in this one, it gives it like that extra skin-like appearance, but it still smooths out and gives you that hydration. So again, I'll be using these two together along with the Smashbox and this one together in order to finish it up for the year. I feel like this is going to go before they do. So if it does, then I might try to mix this Radiance one in with those other two if I'm running low. Or this one till, you know, we use all of them up. Because the idea is to, like, use this stuff up. So these are the 6 foundations I will be trying to get through this year. I feel like it shouldn't be too hard to go through the lip bar and the serum one. I'm more concerned about the full coverage ones. Because since it's giving more coverage, I'm not going to have to use as much of it as I will have to use of the serum one to make up a nice balance. So that's my only real concern, was trying to use all of those up at one time. But otherwise, you know, I'm feeling good about it. The next thing I have is, what is it? Oh, I forgot another eye primer, Jesus. So I have this Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit. Oh, this is liquid cream eyeshadow apparently. And it's a white liquid cream eyeshadow. So I was using it as eye primer. It's almost done. It's only a little bit left in there. I know you can't see, but it's like, I'd probably have to like scrape the sides to get a little bit left in here. So it shouldn't be hard to try to use this up. I bought this for Halloween, around Halloween last year after it went on clearance, just because I thought it was like a nice eye base. And it did a good job, but I have eye bases I like better. I bought the new Maybelline, I'm sorry, not Maybelline, Makeup Revolution one. That's supposed to be a dupe for P. Louise. And I was like, I feel like that'll definitely work better. Matter of fact, it did work better. That's what's on my eyes right now. And I feel like this mint greenish color looks nice and popping. So, you know. The next thing I have is the, what is it? Hourglass Veil Almond Retouching Fluid. This is basically something I used to put underneath my eyes before I started putting on my makeup. But since now I use a cream concealer, I feel like it's going to be harder to do that with. But, you know, I'll try to, like, I guess go in between when I don't use the cream concealer or when I run out of the cream concealer that I'm trying to pan now. And then I'll use this and then I'll go into the next cream concealer because it's a nice product and I don't think there's much left in here. So I feel like it shouldn't be too hard to pan. So this one might actually get panned before the new year starts because I'm thinking about just putting it in the bathroom now. I'm trying to start off with it. I have a whole bunch of stuff in the bathroom that I'm just trying to pan for next year. Matter of fact, I forgot to bring some of that stuff out. So hold, please, I'll be right back. Okay, I had to go grab a couple of bronzers that I forgot to bring. So where was I? Oh, yeah. So I got some concealers I want to use up. So the first time I tried this, I didn't like it. I thought I was going to, but the formula, I feel like it's just too light. And then I don't feel like it doesn't, it isn't like diffusing like they say it is. At least it didn't work for me. But again, y'all know I have like quite dark circles underneath the eye. This is the Smith & Co. Canceled Light Diffusing V Concealer in the shade 230 Warm. I think I caught this on sale for like 10 bucks because I wanted to try it for a while when I had bought the foundation, but the concealer was like $26 and I think the foundation was like $38. But KK ended up getting the foundation for like 10 bucks because I guess Smith & Co. is leaving like Ulta, so she got it there for dirt cheap. I think I caught mine. No, I ended up getting 2 for free because I did a giveaway one year. I think it was last year when I first tried the foundation and it came open and I told them about it. So then Ulta just sent me another one. So I ended up getting 2 for the price of 1. So I guess that's just as good as KK's deal because I ended up being able to give you all 1 for free. But I don't know. This concealer is just really liquidy and I feel like it doesn't like give any type of coverage. And if you're a person who doesn't have dark circles underneath your eyes and you're like, I guess like in your teens or your early 20s, this would probably be a good concealer for you. But Mama got dark circles underneath her eyes. And I've always had them because of my mom. So this just isn't the concealer for me. So I will most likely just, you know, highlight my face with the concealer so it's all gone. Occasionally I'll try to put it like right in this area right here because I know I'm going to put highlight underneath it. So it's like if it's not covering up anything that well, it doesn't matter. But this is more of a highlighting concealer for me because I definitely don't feel like it's good for underneath the under eye at all. Now this concealer, I didn't like the first time I tried it. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer Satin Finish. I have the shades Deep Chestnut and Deep Olive. So what I do is when I use the Camo Concealer, the original one, I'll usually mix these in with that. So like whatever color I use, like I have the 2 shades in that one, I'll use those 2 colors underneath the eye. So I'll use the satin one and the camo one. So I'll usually use the original camo underneath. And then I'll just layer this one on top. And then I'll use these 2 just to highlight the face as well. So I'm going to continue doing that to finish these up. But I did not like these at all. I feel like they didn't give the same coverage as the other one did. I don't care about them not being 16 hours like that one. I just wanted like the same coverage and maybe like just a different finish. And I don't feel like they came through with that. Not to mention the colors of these are lighter than the ones of the original ones, which I thought was interesting as well. Because I'm like, if you're trying to make the same thing, shouldn't they be the same color? And these are like lighter. So some people that just went in to buy their shade that they normally buy would have been like thrown off because it's not the same shade. So that was another issue I had with that. But, you know, it's not that big a deal. It's just something I wanted to point out just in case you weren't aware. And I do have a video on it if anyone's interested. So you can just hashtag Beautydealsbff and you should be able to find it. I have the Laura Mercier A Flawless Fusion Ultra Long Wear Concealers. I have the shades in 4N and 5N. It's not I don't like these concealers. It's just more of I have plenty of other concealers I can use that I like way more. So it's kind of like I'm just trying to use these up and get them out the way. So I can use these to spot conceal my face, one of the dark spots on my face, or I can use these underneath the eye, or I can use these to highlight. So it's not their bad product. It's just more of I feel like I've had them in my collection for a while and there's something I don't reach for that often. So I'd rather just get them out of my collection and have things I'd rather just reach for. And then I don't have to worry about me being like, oh, well, I have to use this so I can use it up so I can get out of my collection. I want to have things that I just like to have, and this isn't one of them. So we're going to try to use it up next year and get her on out of here. Okay, so we only got, let's see, like 5 things left. So I'm going to talk about some cream contour. So I have the Cocoa Bite Beauty Multi-Stick. I've had this for a little while now. This used to be the only contour stick I had, but we have come a long ways. I think I have like 3 more cream contours since I've gotten more comfortable with it now. So I have, this is my original one though. And as you can see, I've used it up quite a bit, if you can't tell. So I'm planning to just use it up for the rest of the time because I usually like to use colors like this or more bronzy tone colors in the summertime. So I'm feeling like, excuse me, when spring comes, I'll try to finish this off, and in the summertime, I can use like my normal bronzy S-type shades, or I might be able to use this still in the summertime too. And the wintertime is usually when I reach for more yellow tone bronzers like Fenty Beauty Cocoa Naughty is when I would like usually reach for that. I have a dupe for Cocoa Naughty in this box too that I'm planning on using up, so let's show that now. This is the Sephora Matte Bronze in the shade 5 Mykonos. This definitely has the undertone of the Fenty Cocoa Naughty bronzer to it. And of course, it's cheaper because it's Sephora. I think this was $18. Don't quote me. It does definitely remind me of Cocoa Naughty, though, as far as the color is concerned. I wouldn't necessarily say the formula is the same, but the color definitely reminds me of it. So if it's like you don't want to spend the money on the Fenty one, even though, if I remember correctly, the Fenty one isn't that expensive. I think it's like $28 or maybe $34, $32, something like that. I like this one okay. It's just more of I already have the Fenty one, so I don't really need this one as well. And I have quite a few other bronzers I prefer to use. Like I have the Beauty Bakery one, and I have the Minty Beauty one, and then I have the Neon MUA palette, and then I have Tammy's palette, and then I have it's one other one in the drawer. What else do I have here? Oh, and then I have the Makeup Revolution one. So it's like I have plenty of other bronzers here, and I'm like so thankful that I finally have like a decent amount of bronzers. Not to mention there's the Essence face palette that they just came out with bronzers in. So it's like, this is one I know I'm not going to reach for as much just because I don't really reach for Sephora brand stuff, and I don't really have that much Sephora brand stuff. So I figured I'd just go ahead and let that go. The other one I have is the Kylie Press Bronzing Powder in the shade Tawny Mommy. So, I like the color of it. It's just, again, I don't really reach for her stuff. All her stuff is just like okay to me. It's not exceptional. It's not anything out of this world. So I figured I'd just go ahead and like use it up, and then you won't see it anymore or hear about it anymore. Even though I feel like you don't see it or hear about it now anyway. So it's not like it makes a difference. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and use that up. Okay, y'all, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. So I have the Morphe Mattifying Continuous Setting Spray. I don't like this as much as I like the original one, and it's like halfway done anyway. So I figure I'll just finish this up, especially when summertime comes. I can use something like this and use it up. Right now, obviously I don't need it. It's wintertime in Chicago and my face isn't going through it like it would go through it in the summertime. So I'm gonna just go ahead and save this. This is why it's in the 2020 part, or else I'd be trying to use it now. Even though I am technically using one now, but it's like charcoal based and I had already started using it, so I wanted to just finish it up. But last thing I have is 2 lip products. So I have the Kylie Cosmetics what is, I forgot what lip gloss this is. It's in the shade Clear though. It's like a pink shimmery, like clear lip gloss, if you will. It's a nice formula. It's just more of, I have so many of the Fenty gloss bombs from when she had the holiday set last year, and then I have like 2 or 3 full size ones. So I have Fenty Glow in full size, then I have Fussy in full size, and then I have the holiday set from last year that I haven't finished up, and then I have the holiday set from this year that I just bought to do the video for you all. So it's like, I don't really need this when I have all these other glosses. I'm not saying this isn't a good gloss, because it is a nice gloss, and it's currently on sale at Sephora, at Ulta for like $10. So I definitely think you should grab it for $10. But if I remember correctly, this shade is out. It's only like 2 pinky nudie mauve-ish type shades available, but it's a nice gloss. So maybe you can catch it on her website. It's like, I think it's like 40% off there. But I'm just trying to use it up in order to get it out of my collection. And the last lip product I have is the Fenty Beauty, what are these called? Slip Shine Sheer Lipsticks. This is the shade Glaze. Like, I like Makeup Break just like everyone else does, but I had bought this one too because I was like, it's more pinky mauve-ish tone, and I thought I would like this one better, but I actually like Makeup Break a lot better. So I figured if I leave this one here in my grandmother's house, I can use this one up here, and then I can use Makeup Break out at home, and then I kind of be done. Plus, I have the Pat McGrath, the Nude Venus one, and I like that one way better than this color as well. So I'm like, I got a couple of sheery, sheeny glosses for when I don't want, lipsticks for when I don't want to put on like a full opaque one. So this one just isn't a go-to for me. So those are all the things I am trying to pan here in 2021. And let me know, are you all trying to pan any of your stuff? Do you have any stuff that you are just like, yes, sis, this need to go? Or you like are almost done, you have already panned and you proud of? Like, because I know I'm proud of the little stuff that I panned, even though it's like not that much stuff, because y'all saw it was like maybe like 4 or 5 things. But I guess because I have such a huge collection and I'm so used to like never panning anything, when I do get panned something, I'm like excited. I'm like, oh snap. So since I had like quite a few products, I felt like, and I've used other things throughout the year that I just haven't shown you. Like, I think I used a couple more concealers that I spot conceal my face with. And I think I used, you know, I think a concealer that I use under my eyes. And maybe like a setting spray at home too. So it's like I use up things every now and again. And I just felt like sharing it this time. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all the diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.